Hey folks, it's Kimberly Hobscheid with Entrepreneurs Rocket Fuel. I'm excited. Today we are going to talk about how to follow up on stale leads. Well, those are the leads that have been in your car or your wallet or your desk for a million years, and you know that you need to follow up with them from that event that you went to, but you don't really know how to follow up or what to say to them. And so it always comes out a little like difficult if you follow up at all. It's something like, hey, I found your business card and I forgot who you are and what we talked about, but you gave me a card, so you must be interested in buying my stuff. So here's some of my stuff that you can buy. And that's about the worst email in the world to get. And so definitely don't send those anymore. So we're going to tell you what you can send instead. Does that sound good? And by we, I actually am bringing you this tip from a dear friend of mine, Kimberly Weitkamp, who is the creator of the Audience Converter, and she is amazing. And we got to talking about this and had a great discussion about it. And first off, the first thing I want to say is that these are not stale. These represent human beings, and human beings are not a piece of bread that gets stale over time. They're people. They're human beings just like you and me. And so if you start thinking about them as people instead of stale leads, you're gonna position your whole brain just right for this next piece. All right. So what you want to do is make it not really about you. That's the secret. You're gonna make it about them, and you're not actually going to talk about how long it's been since you followed up. You're just going to leave that entire thing out of the puzzle, right? Because when you say, oh, it's been 4 months since I got your card and I've completely forgotten what we talked about, all you're telling them is that you have really bad follow-up skills, right? So we're going to teach you a way, Kimberly and I are going to teach you a way that you can actually make this so that your follow-up skills look remarkable instead of terrible. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to start out by saying, hi, so-and-so, we met at XYZ event. And the event is wherever you picked up these business cards. Now, hopefully you remember at least that. Hopefully you remember, like, I got this batch of cards at the Women's Entrepreneur Show or whatever it was that you went to. And so like something about them. I mean, if you don't have anything, you can say a networking event, or we met if maybe you go to regularly to networking events that follow some plan, like the Health Expo or something like that. And so you probably need to reference where you got the lead from. Now, if you got the lead in a string of leads, like on a spreadsheet or uploaded to your computer or something like that, and they all came from one place, you can just reference that. Like, we met because you came to the the trade show or whatever it was, and that's completely fine. We met at that trade show. So you're going to want, even if it's not a physical card, but it's a list of people that you meant to follow up with and you haven't yet, well, that's how you do it. You actually reference that event. But then there's more. So you say, we met at XYZ event and we talked about whatever you guys talked about. Now, if you don't remember, you're going to leave that part off. But in the future, when you go to these events, make sure that you write on the business card exactly where you were, like what event it was, and what you talked about. All right, so that they know how you picked up their card. All right, and you know how you picked up their card so that you can reference it. So you say, hi, so-and-so, we met at XYZ event and talked about ABC. All right. And then you say these words, instead of saying anything about, I haven't followed up with you in forever, you actually just say, I would love to know how you're doing now. It doesn't reference any time frame at all. It's just, I would love to know how you're doing now. And then you can ask, how's your business? How's it going? And leave it at that, right? So that opens the conversation again. And now suddenly that stale lead has become a human being, and that relationship has grown from cold to warm at that point, because you're actually asking them about them. Now, the time that we're filming this video right now, it is a time during COVID-19 where there's a huge change in the worldview, where we are all shut in. We are all required to be like, we're under stay-at-home orders, and especially in California and New York and a lot of other places. So we're in stay-at-home orders. The borders have been shut down. Nobody's really traveling internationally or anything like that, and it's deeply affecting people's business, right? So if you go to your stale leads, the human beings that you picked up business cards from right now, and you reach out with this message, hi, we met at XYZ event, talked about ABC. I would love to know how you're doing now. How's your business? It's a very appropriate time to be following up with people and asking them about them. Now, this is not a time to go out and sell your stuff and hit them up with that immediately. You're warming up this person and this relationship as well. So now you'll be able to have them have that as the conversation opener. And now you can follow up with them again. Hopefully they'll respond and you can take the conversation from there. If you don't, then in a few days later, you can follow up again. But really, this is an opportunity to reactivate a relationship that's gone cold with a human being that you meant to follow up with in the first place. Now, again, this tip comes from Kimberly Weitkamp, the head of the audience converter. She's absolutely amazing. She was one of the speakers on my Entrepreneurs Rocket Fuel Web Summit. If you missed it, I would encourage you to go to erfsummit.com. That's erfsummit.com, and click on the link, and you'll get to our chatbot, our amazing chatbot that has a list of all of our different speakers. She's one of the speakers, and you can check out the other speakers as well. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Kimberly Hobscheid with Entrepreneurs Rocket Fuel. If you don't already have a mentor or a guide or a coach or someone who can help you get your message out into the world and stop being overlooked and stop being the best kept secret, then I would love to work with you. Go to entrepreneursrocketfuel.com/apply. And you'll get on the phone with us and we'll chat a little bit about your business, where you are, where you want to be, and find out which one of our programs can help you get your dreams to come true. All right, folks, I'm Kimberly Hobscheid, creator of Entrepreneurs Rocket Fuel, and I look forward to working with you. Cheers.